the historic city of Prague and the state-of-the-art O2 Arena. This magnificent production that brings everything together, sport and entertainment in one stunning venue. From dancers to the dancing horses themselves, they compete for the very best prize money in the world. 6.4 million on offer for the finale. We're down to 6 teams. This, the season culmination of the GCL Super Cup. Two amazing rounds so far. Let's see how the quarterfinals and semi-finals played out. The quarterfinals and the first elimination stage. In a big surprise in losing the New York Empire. They looked strong on paper, but 16 today saw them go.
They can pack their bags and unfortunately go home.
Michael Whitaker on the floor for the Doha Falcons. They were done and dusted. One of the strongest teams of the season, the Berlin Eagles, despite a brilliant clear from Marlin Bayard-Jonsson, again would go by the wayside.
And the Berlin Eagles, they are done.
And Hamburg Giants, well, it came down to small numbers for them, but they were in the list that won't go forwards.
Ooh, and that is costly.
The semi-finals saw some big surprises. The home team, the Prague Lions, missing out on the final by just 1 second. The two big shocks, though, were the London Knights, who went out with an 8 faults from Olivier Philippart to start off, despite brave efforts from Martin Fuchs and Ben Mayer.
Oh, that is it.
That's it.
That is it.
And the Saint-Tropez Pirates, it was also goodbye to the team that was second in the championship this year, and another big favourite goes by the wayside. Sailing away go the Scandinavian Vikings and the Shanti Pegasus. And despite their best efforts, also the Raleigh Celtics are all done and dusted. The finals certainly make some interesting reading. The Paris Panthers in there once again. Madrid in motion, last year's winner, back into the final. But the team that have fought their way all the way through are the ones that were low down in the season, but right up there, just like Madrid in 2018, the Cannes Stars. A long season of battles, a series already decided, but this is where the biggest prize pot sits. 6.4 million, 6 teams competing for it. Last year's winners are there to defend the trophy, but there are 5 other teams that will have a big say in it. This is the big one, the GCL Super Cup. First out, the Cannes Stars. Their first rider, Jane Richard Phillips.
2 fences to go, the 160 Czech equestrian team, vertical. She's coming on 5 to the last.
Ride. What a ride! Oh, what a ride! This is sensational.
Oistebel, Don Diorado has looked so solid throughout the 2 rounds of the quarterfinals and semi-finals.
Oh, another rub. 2 to go, James.
He's cool, he's got these nicely on the 5. He's doing 6, this is short. This is very short.
And gets away in time. Oh, 70.88 time allowed, 71 seconds. Nothing to spare in a double clear for the Cannes Stars.
Abdul Said under pressure with Jumpy van Hermitage.
3 to go.
He's got to be quite fast around this corner. He's going to run into time faults.
Yep, 71 seconds the time allowed. 2 fences. 1 fence is not going to make the time, but a time fault will do. Oh, great ride again.
The second team out, the Monaco Aces, and leading them out, Olympic gold medalist Laura Kraus and Con Fu.
Really powering into the lock, so 1 stride.
First fault of the final. The time's going to be an issue, 71 seconds. She's not going to make the time, she's not going to get there. It's going to be a 5. Yep, it is 5.
Their second rider, Jos Valoy, European Championship gold medalist with Igor.
Still unclear, 1 to jump.
On the 5. Don't mess with this one. He's away.
The Frenchman Julien Epaillard completing the 3 with Kilesa. 2 down from him, though, would see the Monaco Aces slip to a total of 13.
Let's go.
And another one that's Very costly.
Gonna keep it on 13. Yes, they do. Monaco aces, but that is a 3-rail difference already with the Cannes Stars.
Yes.
The Shanghai Swans top 4 throughout the season and sending out Peter Fredriksson first, H&M Christian K.
Very, very in touch with what's going on. Time looks good.
5.
Big jump at the last.
Yep. P. Schwitzer next. Courtney Cox. That's close. Oh, and again lucky in the triple combination.
And he's improvising a little bit. He put the 6 strides there. Should be okay for time, but he's riding his luck. Can he
5 Pierce
ride it all the way to the end? And he's hit that one too. The last fence.
Pierce Schwitzer. He could have had 3 down just as well, but that doesn't matter now. The score sheet says clear, and it's a clear for Schwitzer, who keeps the Swans in the race.
Third rider for the Shanghai Swans, Daniel Deusser. All season he's looked so very good.
Deep in the 6, he's got a good movement, so okay for that time of 71, and taking his time to jump this 160 Czech equestrian team vertical to the last. Oh, a little bit hanging in the air, but that was cool.
Again, Deusser does it with a clear. Valkenswaard United scraped through in those quarterfinals, much better in the semi-finals. Marcus Enning the first out with the fast comme il faut.
Now this is short combination, it should suit him. Little touch, and now a big push.
Another rub on the front rail. Still unclear. No! Blank. And a flying 5 to get home. And the time is more than good enough. Look at that, 66.79, 1 down, 4 falls. Valkenswaard United.
Frank Schuttert and Queensland E. How would they perform untested at this level? Again, just 1 fence down.
He's doing a great job, and he's got to go slowly into this triple combination. It's close going in, and you need a big push to come out.
He fell a little bit short after the first vertical, and then he really had to push.
Just shows you this, the way this course is built. It's delicate in all places. Well done.
Yep. And time is good, but the team total rises to 8.
Cian O'Connor solid clears through the quarterfinals and semi-finals. PSG final, a final score of 4. It's 4 apiece to leave them on a total of 12.
Gone the team to 12, dropping out of the combination. How is he for time? It could be an issue, and time Monaco aces are
I
also
think he's
on
just
13.
about okay, just about okay.
The defending champions, Madrid in motion, and a team change. Mark Macaulay coming out this time with Valdi Teal.
Oh, that rolled so slowly. And another one goes down as he leaves out his stride, and it puts him on 8.
Michael van der Vleuten, their second rider, Dana Blue, usually to be relied upon. At this time, not a bad score, finishing on 4.
Oh, that was 6, very much on the inside
It
line.
was a heavy fault, just the 2 to go. Easy on the 5 to the last, and comfortably inside, 68-18.
And Eduardo Alvarez Aznar clears so far this week with Rockefeller, would see just 1 fence drop. A team total of 16, the defending champions looking in deep trouble.
The team to 16, they dropped to last.
Yeah, possibly it was just a little bit tight for Rockefeller. It's just one of the areas that Corspill has just made that a little bit tight and a bit long coming out.
Paris Panthers best out of those semi-finals. Dara Kenny, who's been clear after clear this week. No surprise, clear with Romeo 88.
That's a perfect round.
Niall Nasser is building those scores. 8 on day 1, clear on day 2. 4 this time with Lucifer. Still, it's in a good position.
It's a double clear for the team. Oh, no. Oh, he was far off.
Gregory Watherley and MJT Nevados have been nowhere near the fences all week, and they keep up that run with a clear. Paris Panthers also on just 4. After round one, the Cannes Stars ahead of the field on 1. 3 faults back to the Paris Panthers and the Shanghai Swans. The others, well, Valkenswaard United slipping back on a dozen, and 1 point back from that, the Monaco Aces on 13. Madrid in motion, in all sorts of trouble at the back of the pack on 16. Round 2 of the GCL Super Cup. 6 teams, and who would claw their way back into the competition? Or is this done? Can our winners? A lot to go yet. Into round 2, Madrid in motion. First out, Mark Macaulay.
Down.
5, 6, 7.
And it's 8 faults again from Mark Macaulay, matching his first round score with Vivaldi Atil. They were now really dropping out of the equation. Second rider for Madrid in motion. Fighting back, Michael van der Vleuten.
Whoa. She's rubbing, she's trying. She's a real trier. This is a special mare. Prague playoff, Oxa. Last fence.
Oh, this is also deep.
Time, yeah.
And needing a good score from the last out, Eduardo Alvarez.
Big jump over that. Just the last. Standing off.
Yeah,
and
easy. They brought what they needed. Van der Vleuten and Aznar, 2 clears. Unfortunately, the 8 of Macaulay made it very difficult for the team.
Monaco Aces, Laura Kraut first out to put them back in the game.
She's clear. The time just striking 60 seconds. She's got 9 seconds to get home. Ticking away. I think she's going to be fine. Last fence.
7.
And what timing is that? 68-61.
Jos Verlooy, a hard-fought clear in round 1, seeing if he can follow it up a second to go.
Jos conscious of the time, he's just moving up.
Little rub.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
Coming to the last, hold it on the 4.
Wow. 1 down for Jos Verlooy and Igor, the team total to 17.
Julien Appayard, disappointment in round 1. Can he turn it to elation in round 2?
Just looking up for the clock. Time allowed is 69 and it's down.
Yeah.
It is down. They cannot have an extra fence down if they want to keep at least their position to Madrid in motion.
Just saw Laura Kraut dip her head there with that mistake. Just going with Julien.
Adding 8 to the original score, it took them up to 21. Valkenswaard United getting close. Marcus Enning, the first out for them with the fast Comme il faut.
He's coming on the 6. Little bit flat, possibly. He needed the pace going in to get out. No problem with that little vertical at the end, but
plus 8.
Frank Schuttert also brought onto the team for the final. Will he deliver the goods?
He ducks out, and they are down to the bottom of the board.
And that's going to be costly with the time as well.
Yep.
And the fence going. He's chasing to try to reduce those time faults. We're just going into the time fault zone now. We've got 9 faults coming up to 10 faults.
Frank Schuttert, an unfortunate refusal in there with Queensland E, would see time faults added as well. A total of 10. Totally the wrong direction. And Valkenswaard United's third rider, Cian O'Connor, 4 in round 1. Are we back to clear round form for the second round?
What a beautiful clear. Cian O'Connor keeps the team, well, on the 30.
Shanghai Swans so close on the table now. Peder Fredriksson, the first out for the Swans.
Oh, he's gone up and down.
Yeah.
Now he's got to push.
That's a long way.
This is a big, big jump. Now he's got to get composure again. It was a little bit of a moment. But those moments get the horses revved up even more, and maybe it's going to help him to finish this course. That's the hardest one out of the way. 2 to go. Prague playoff Oxa.
James, I'm looking up for the time. 69 seconds. That should be good.
He's going to push it, but he's just got this last vertical to jump. And
Clear.
He's away.
In time. This is what they wanted. This is what they needed. The clear to start for the Shanghai Swans. Peder Fredriksson, H&M Christian K. Clear in time. The Swans on schedule.
Pia Schwitzer, a former world #1, as their second rider out with Courtney Cox.
He's got real endurance, and that goes a long way. And he's going to really fight with this horse, really get the maximum out of it. Oh,
that
that
was
a forward rattle. That's what you were talking about. Can he rattle and leave it? Can't afford to touch it. Oh,
Strong ride for Pierce again, but it does get away. It is 12 now for the Shanghai Swans. 8 for him and 12 for the Swans. Last line now. Coming home, can he leave it up? He can. The Shanghai Swans, after 2 riders on a score of 12, it is 8 for Schwitzer.
Daniel Deusser, always relied upon for a clear. It was won in round 1. What about round 2? Deusser, third for the Swans. Could he be the man to seal it?
now 2 to go. Time is good. Come on, Daniel, again.
For the podium, Daniel Deusser, Jasmine for the Swans. Home clear in time, 12th podium it is.
Paris Panthers on a knife edge. Dara Kenny needed to follow his usual form and stay clear.
Watch the power of this Romeo. Oh,
Gone.
that was a little bit slack. Having to check again for that 9 to the check plank.
That one is gone and they're on the same score as the Shanghai Swans. Both teams now on 12. It is about the time from now on.
Yeah, this is a real shock. This is one that we were expecting to pull a clear out, so needs to leave these last 2. Time is really good. Oh, it slithered over the last, but left it.
66.54, 8 faults for Dara Kenny.
Niall Nasser second out for the Paris Panthers, and things are looking shaky.
You have to ride clear. And it doesn't, and the Shanghai Swans are guaranteed of at least a silver medal.
Oh, and he's a little bit close possibly to that, and he's got this double as well to jump. This is the big one. And he's had it.
They're off they could just drop off the podium. Paris Panthers behind Shanghai Swans, behind Monaco Aces. We have to look at Madrid in motion. 199.90 for them. Oh, and another deep, and it's gone. They're off the podium. They're gone.
Gregory Watherley, after disappointment, looking to put them back in the game with a clear, but it might be too little too late.
And he's just going to be inside just.
Fantastic from him. And just in time, 28, the Paris Panthers. Derek Kenny, he can't believe it. They're off the podium. They're on a score of 24.
Can Stars, pressure on, first out. Shane Richard Phillips is another clear available to them.
Oh, back rails.
Yeah, she got tight to that. It hovered in the air. Now she's forward here. Horse spooking at that check flag. She was very, very fortunate there to be forward on it.
Easy, easy. Come on now. No. The margin reduced the team to 9. The Swans see it. One fence down and
leave this one up, Jay.
Win it.
Leave this up.
Okay. 9 is the score. 8 for Gina Phillips. 67.94. The time's irrelevant at this point.
Moise Tebble, the clear round machine all week, now needed more than ever.
Dead silent in the O2.
Oh, he's close to that. Really moving, make up that 5 strides. It's like clockwork, this horse. Look at the height over that fence. Triple combination. Deep into the corner, extra stride. Morris eyeing up the next one. Deep again. This horse really does respond. Oh, a rattle on that, just hovered in the air. Can't afford to hover over the next oxer. 155, 160 wide, and the same with the double. Oh, he's riding his luck. He's really got to have some leg now. Push!
2 fences left, James. The time, it's good enough.
Oh, it's going to be close. You may get a time fall.
Yeah.
May get a time fall.
Oh, it's gone! The Swans have won the Super Cup.
And the time fall.
Yeah, to 14, and the Swans have won the Super Cup.
Cool. Well done, guys.
Oh, the second last for Maurice Table, plus the time fault.
Abdul Saeed, by this point, whatever he scores, it's just a fight for the podium.
A horse relatively inexperienced at this level last year.
10 years old.
And now in one of the biggest rounds of his career. Oh,
The margin now is only 3. No fence allowed from now on. It's gone. They're into third. Careful now, James, because they're on 22. They've got a margin on 2 faults for Madrid in motion. 1 fence down, and they are off the podium entirely. Can Stars, watch out.
oh, how it changes so quick. Abdul, he must know that in his mind.
We said that in Madrid in motion was out of contention, not longer in the running. And all of a sudden they are on the podium again. Isn't that something?
You're going to be off the podium in a
26.
minute.
Oh my goodness. What happened here?
What drama. The last to go, but it's all over for the Cannes Stars. It wasn't written in the stars.
Oh. Shanghai Swans win the Super Cup. Monaco Aces second, and Madrid in motion is third from an impossible position back. And Jane, Richard, Philips, Maurice, Table and Abdel Said, how you can feel for them. You can feel their pain. It was a fantastic campaign here in the Super Cup. They've been struggling all season. Great in qualifying all the way through quarterfinal, semi-final, right up to here. Coming in with a margin of, I forgot, of 11 points. And now off the podium, fourth. 2 points too much. 2 points made the difference. The 2 of Abdel Said and the time fault of Maurice Table.
Yeah, you've got to feel for them. You know, it's tough out there, but from having the chance to win to then coming off the podium.
In the final reckoning, a win for the Shanghai Swans. They clung on there with a 12. It was enough. Monaco Aces lifted right up with a score of 21 to finish in second and completing that podium. The winners last year on the podium once again, Madrid in motion on a score of 24. So let's go and catch up with the new winning team as they sail in the Shanghai Swans.
Peter Fredriksson, let's come to you first. You said when you left the Kiss and Cry a little earlier on, you hoped it would be enough. It was.
I didn't really believe it would, but it was a difficult course. The horses have jumped quite a bit, and the pressure is on, so anything can happen. The best horses are here, the best riders, and it was 2 big courses, and also the second qualifier. So it's hard work, but I'm really happy we are finally in this spot we wanted.
You've grounded out. Piers Schwitzer, let's come to you. Piers, from your point of view, a tough round. How are you feeling after it?
My feeling is good. It's very good. You have a good team with Smitnem, with Daniel Deusser and Peter Fredriksson is the best rider from the world.
Let's come to Daniel Deusser. Daniel, got to be man of the match, man of the game, whichever way we want to put it. That is some success. What does it mean?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a goal of the season. It's as simple as that. The whole year you're trying to plan a little bit to qualify for this event. Of course, here everything starts with 0, round after round. Every day is a lot of pressure. Today we had 2 really, really big rounds. I said to them, even before the second round, I said we really have to concentrate. Time fault at the end, I think it doesn't really matter, but the poles were high. And all of them did a fantastic job. And yeah, we're very, very happy that we achieved that goal.
Absolutely, the biggest prize money for this team sport, unbelievable. For you, what was the pressure like coming in for that last one?
Of course, the pressure was there because you want to do your best, you want to jump clear. But also with the 2 down from Pius, I knew it was not over yet. The rest of the teams, they had to do the same what we did already. It was exciting, but at the end it worked out well.
Speaking of exciting, it's been amazing crowds.
Yeah, not only the crowd, the whole arena, everything together here is a fantastic organization, and it was really a lot of fun to ride here.
amazing competition that went right to the wire, but the Shanghai Swans will lift the trophy in the GCL Super Cup 2019.